god, this is the longest red light ever. Come on, I'm just trying to get home to my girlfriend. Come on! Hey, guy, calm down. It doesn't seem like she's missing out on anything. Kiss my ass, you Am I bleeding? Damn, yeah, I'm bleeding. Can I just say one thing, please? Before you kill me? I should have stuck to wrestling. I have no idea what the hell that meant. But in a couple of seconds, it won't matter. You won't matter. Good afternoon, May.
Ben, Peter ran upstairs without saying a word, and I think he's been bullied.
I don't believe this. You know, his father went through the same exact thing when he was a kid.
Oh, Ben, when are you going to shave that damn beard off?
I'm saving it up for when Peter has to shave. Don't worry, I can handle this. Hey kiddo, it's me. I heard what happened at school today. Come on, kiddo. You can't stay silent forever. Come on.
There's this other kid at school, and he keeps making fun of me. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, I just can't avoid him. And his friends always join in, and everyone in the class joins in. Why doesn't he just leave me alone?
He's jealous of you, Peter.
Of me?
Well, sure. You're smarter than him. You work harder than him. And the people you live with actually care about you. He wants all that you have, but he can't have it. I'm sorry to say this, kiddo, but they are never going to leave you alone.
Who's they?
All of those who want what they can't have. Your potential, your intelligence, your genuine kindness. This bully, whoever he is, he's not going to stop 5 years from now or 10 years from now. You'll probably go to middle school and high school with this guy. Then after college, I promise you, Peter, it is all downhill for him.
Uncle Ben, I'm aware of that, but that's gonna take forever.
Time moves faster than you think. Trust me.
So I can't fight him?
Wait, this kid's been physical with you?
Yeah, he hits me a couple of times a day.
Well, only if he hits you first. But due to your school's no tolerance policy on fighting, you'll both be punished, which I personally think is BS.
Uncle Ben, I'm not brave enough. I'm not strong enough. The guy's twice my size.
Peter, being brave is not the same as having no fear at all. To have no fear at all is foolish. Remember the cowardly lion from the Wizard of Oz? All he wanted was courage. What he really wanted was to have no fear. Courage is more real than having no fear. It means doing what you have to do, even though you're scared out of your mind. Because you know you have to do it. And as for strength, Peter, you have been through so much more than any other child has your age. What would change most kids, most people, and you haven't, you're still the same nice kid that I'm proud to call my nephew. Going through any of what you've been through takes courage. Peter, you are one of the strongest people I have ever known.
Thanks, Uncle Ben. I miss Mom and Dad.
Me too. Morning, Mr. Jameson. Good morning, Mr. Parker. How is your new office space? Well, can't complain. Heck of a lot better than my last office space, which was just wherever I was standing. So, yeah, I like it. Good. I suppose I owe you an apology. Was that silence it? No, this is. Norman Osborn is holding this huge party celebrating the merger between Astrotech and Oscorp. Ned Leeds will be giving interviews and you'll be taking pictures. I appreciate, being chosen for this, but is this merger really that big of a deal? I mean, I'm no business expert, but don't these things usually go down in the meeting room and celebrated outside the meeting room? Peter, there's been a lot of bad blood between these two corporations. The police believe a connection can be drawn between the Goblin attacks and the Spider Slayer attacks. People have been hurt and killed. This may be followed by the most peaceful days the city has seen in a very long time. The city might get a little boring in the meantime, but we'll survive. So, I can go to this party? Yes. You'll have a press pass as well. Okay, can I possibly maybe bring someone with me, maybe, possibly? Just one guest. Okay, cool. I'll be going with you.
Why, Mr. Jameson, I had no idea you felt that way about me.
Very funny. Not as a date. Make sure you don't screw anything up.
To them, this merger means no more goblins blowing up the city. It's a celebration. But I guarantee at this celebration, no one will mention a single word of the goblins. Especially not around us. It's bad for business, apparently. Okay, I kind of get it, but I still don't understand how one company becoming the subsidiary of another company ends deaths of innocent people. Maybe that's what they wanted all along, but it's too soon to tell. It's not over yet if you ask me.
No one did, Robbie. Hear what they say on the news. Because Spider-Man's there, the villains are there. Because the villains are there, Spider-Man is there. Spider-Man was here first as far as I'm concerned.
It doesn't matter who started it. It matters how it ends.
Do not let this current situation fool you, Hobgoblin. In case anyone were to break into my building again, there would be fail-safes. The doors and windows would lock, and the computers would shut down to prevent anyone from digging up anything that might be incriminating. So do not stand at my throne like you are in control, because you are not.
No. Not yet.
Really? I beg to differ. You still wear a mask. What are you hiding? What are you afraid that I might do? I'm also not a fool. That remains to be seen. I wonder how many times I might have passed you on the sidewalk, or asked you for the time of day.
The very idea that the Kingpin would walk amongst us mortals is laughable.
You might as well tell me why you are here before you end up in the East River.
A weapon. A gun.
I have plenty of those. In fact, I think in about a minute you'll be well acquainted with quite a few of them.
Okay, hear me out, Fisk.
Oh, it's the least I can do.
This isn't an ordinary gun. This gun has the ability to break down any form of matter into absolutely nothing. It is common knowledge that this is not possible. Energy and matter cannot be destroyed. I'm sure you remember the crystal.
Yes, all too well.
That's what's truly valuable. I found designs for this weapon. They belong to the scientist that used to work for Justin Hammer. Together, this is possible.
Oh, so that's what he really wanted all along. This weapon.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe both. I can never tell with that guy. He gives me the creeps. Coming from me, that's saying something.
Ha! Don't flatter yourself. So you're saying, with this crystal, and this gun you're talking about, I can completely wipe out something from existence? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Don't answer that question.
What makes you think, after all you have done, that I can trust you? You tried killing off one of my main resources, Osborn, successfully convinced me to kidnap his son, you stabbed me, and you almost destroyed my building!
Because I know, as ridiculous as this offer sounds, you are interested. Right now, the crystal is being held in a shield base in the warehouse district.
In 2 days, it'll be moved into another S.H.I.E.L.D. base. This is more than likely S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, a location which is currently unknown. This is your last chance, Fisk.
So many things went wrong with this crystal. I had Spider-Man and an entire army of S.H.I.E.L.D. troops storming my building.
You're trying to control the world with crime and business. It's only gotten you so far. This is the ultimate evolution of power and control. Okay. You don't have to tell me why you would want or don't want to do this. Just think to yourself for a minute. Come up with the best possible reason to allow this to happen, and then just say yes or no.
Yes.
Gwen, there's something I want to tell you. A secret. It's almost as difficult to keep as it is to tell someone. And you're the only one I know that can keep this secret. I'm Spider-Man. No. Look, Gwen, I have this secret, and there are about 2 ways you can find out about this secret. 1, I can tell you right here, right now. 2, you see my cold, lifeless body on the evening news. Ugh, what the hell was I thinking? That's even worse. I think it would be easier just to tell her that I love her. I've never been in love before, but whatever I'm feeling for her, it's pretty damn close. Okay, just roleplay a little. Gwen, I'm Spider-Man. What? How come I'm just now hearing about this? You didn't trust me to tell me sooner? No, Gwen, if you just let me explain. What if you die tomorrow? What about the people who care about you, huh? What happens to your Aunt May? How will she take it if she finds out that you're dead, huh? And that you're a superhero, and that you didn't trust her to tell her? Look, Gwen, and what about me? How will I deal with that? How will Harry deal with that? All the people that are in your life, huh? What happens if you die tomorrow? What happens to them, huh? What if the bad guys find out that you're Spider-Man? What happens to us? Tell me, Peter, if that's even your real name.
Peter, what the hell are you doing? So how are you doing? What? I don't know. Okay, just going out with MJ tonight. Just letting you know. I'll be back in a couple hours. Okay. Bye. See ya.
Well, Gwen, to answer your question, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
How should we go about this? I'm thrilled that we both want vengeance, but I have to think in advance.
There is no I, only we.
We only have a week until the rent runs out. We need money.
Agreed, that is important, but with Spider-Man gone, the city's balance will be thrown off. For over 3 years now, this city has adapted to this Spider-Man virus, and they now share a symbiotic relationship with him as we do with each other. And without him, they are weak.
Yes. Imagine the sight of Spider-Man, unmasked, bloody, and beaten, then drag his dying body through the streets for all to see. All those who worshipped him will be broken, and those who hated him will feel guilt.
Those who hate him can make a powerful ally.
No, this is our plan. No one else can get involved. It's just us and Parker.
We have his memories now. We know every fight he's ever been in as Spider-Man, and one person stands out in particular.
Who?
The Green Goblin. He has strength that can match ours, and an impressive arsenal of weapons, military-grade weapons.
We don't want to get someone else involved. Someone we don't know or trust.
Trust? Will you trust us? All we know is Spider-Man will be in great danger if the Green Goblin knew his identity. We would love to see Parker's body dragged through the streets, leaving a blood trail miles long, but not yet.
Those who loved him will be dragged alongside him, and it'll be the last thing he sees.
Before we kill him, we have to break him. Not just physically, but emotionally as well. I showed you his soul. Now it's time to tear it apart.
Wow, Harry lives here?
Yeah, I always loved coming here as a kid.
With money like this, he could have gotten into any private school he wanted. Not to say he isn't smart enough to get in on his own.
Trust me, Harry's smart. He just doesn't apply himself. He was kicked out of half the most prestigious schools in the state.
Maybe he's better off here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want those rich, spoiled trust fund kids poking around in my friend's brain. You know, I think he actually likes being around real people.
Like you.
Parker! I want you in front of the crowd of fat cats getting a good shot of Osborne. Don't worry, Mr. Jameson. I'll make sure the lighting is just right. I really love the warm, light colors in this room. Yeah.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a leash on you.
Not yet. The night is still young, Miss Stacy. Wow, this seems less like a date and more like me at work getting yelled at constantly.
Don't worry,
If I can have your attention, please? Okay, thank you. You know, a lot of people said this wouldn't work. Having two companies here that has a rivalry as vicious and strong as this to be together, let alone in a room in a penthouse very high up in the sky. But I promise no one will be blown up tonight. I know these last couple of years have been very difficult for all of us, and me and Mr. Kingsley both believe this is the best plan of action. Who's ever trying to spur something between us, they aren't kidding around. I really do wish things would have turned out differently, you know? I wish so many people weren't hurt and killed in the process. But hopefully this will end it. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. Yeah. Hey, Ned, you got done with the interviews already? I didn't see you interview Wilson Fisk. Yeah, Peter, I'm not gonna do that. I don't care if Jameson deducts part of my pay, or even if he fires me. I'm not talking to that guy. Fisk killed a very close friend of mine. A mentor, Frederick Fonswell, and he framed Spider-Man for it. No offense, Ned, but wasn't Mr. Fonswell a criminal? Well, that's the official story. He was actually working undercover to get an edge over the Kingpin. Come on, Peter, you're a smart guy. Do you really think it was just coincidence that the Daily Bugle just so happened to have an entire database of every single criminal organization that linked itself to the Kingpin? Oh yeah, I guess when you put it that way. Look, he may have worked for criminals, but his heart was in the right place. Before his death, he told me either he's gonna die or the Kingpin's gonna put a bomb underneath the Daily Bugle. He didn't know when or where, but he would have done it. So he basically sacrificed his life for all of us. Wow. Jeez, that's a lot to take in. It kinda sucks that he died like that and everyone thinks he's a criminal. Why wouldn't you tell anyone? And put his sacrifice in vain? Hell no. Peter, there are things in life worse than death. Look, I have to go. Betty's waiting for me. Wow. I love a speech, Norman. See what happens when you take back what is rightfully yours? Speaking of which, there is a personal matter I wish to speak to you about in private. Huh, interesting. I'll meet you outside in a bit. I have to pee. And I promise I'll come back this time. Wilson, this is a good night for me. Don't piss on it with one of your stupid little schemes. This is not a little scheme. An old friend of ours has reared his ugly head out again, attempting to control me with the pursuits of power beyond our control. Who is this friend of ours? The Hobgoblin. Not too long ago, I had in my possession a very rare energy source. It was not legal. How rare are we talking? It's alien. There's nothing like it on this planet. Alien? How the hell did you even... Never mind. It's not important. What is important is the Hobgoblin. You know what I realized about the Hobgoblin? He's just like tomorrow's problems. They never really go anywhere. They're always waiting for you. He promised me, he assured me, that he knew where he can get more. But he needs my help to intercept the transport of this energy source. The energy source that was taken from me. You're not seriously gonna go through with this, are you? You can't trust him. Well, of course I don't trust him. Why do you think I'm telling you all this? I'm going to double-cross him. Good luck. I don't need luck. I need you. Oh, so this is where I come in. Yes, you have the intel that I need. You know who the Hobgoblin is.
What? What are you talking about? Of course I don't. Don't be absurd.
Norman, please, not too long ago you told me you knew who the Green Goblin was. If you know who the Green Goblin is, then you must know who the Hobgoblin is. S.H.I.E.L.D. is involved. I need resources. I need muscle. I need the Green Goblin.
Listen, Wilson. I'm not getting involved if S.H.I.E.L.D's involved. I'm done with the goblins. I understood what we talked about at your penthouse not too long ago. I'm there for you. But the Green Goblin is not. I used him as a weapon, and look how that turned out. If I can't control him, what makes you think you can? Maybe you misunderstood what I meant when you were just blathering on about how steaks taste.
Norman, we cannot be at each other's throats. Especially not now. I understand. Yes, the Green Goblin is a wild card. I've had a couple of wild cards in my deck as well, so I'll give you a piece of advice. You have to assert dominance. We need the wild cards. They have power, they are unstable, and they show no mercy. But you have to show them their place, or they will control you. And without you, they are utterly lost. Norman, you represent control, direction, intelligence. Something that the Green Goblin lacks. Something that all wild cards lack. It's like an owner and his dog. You have to point him to the enemy and order him to kill. And if everything doesn't go according to plan, then tell me who he is, because sometimes we have to lack mercy as well.
He's here. Inside.
The Hobgoblin is here?
It's Kingsley. Roderick Kingsley, CEO of Astrotech.
Kingsley. That slimy little... Funny. As he entered your humble abode, he shook your hand. It seems as if...
I'm not lying to you, Wilson. I'm lying to him. I am well aware of what the Hobgoblin is capable of. That's why I want him gone. That's why we both want him gone. Now, if you will excuse me. Oh, come on, Norman. Don't do this to yourself. You've been sober for almost 6 months straight. Are you feeling guilty knowing you're responsible for Kingsley's demise? Of course not. I'm celebrating. To the end of the Hobgoblin, may he burn in hell for trying to kill my son and destroy my company. And you're gonna help me. But we need to establish something first. You are mine. This time around, you're on a leash. I'm fully aware of the effects of the formula, including the neurological breakdown I've been experiencing, like seeing things, hearing things, and emotional instability, all of which I've corrected in later versions of the formula. Unfortunately, my neurological breakdown has progressed too far, and now I'm stuck with you. Of course, Norman. We're friends till the end. Oh, I know. And I think the best way to go about this is to tell you that I should be in control. Norman, if you actually saw how I got things done, I don't think you would approve. Well, guess what? I don't. Oh, you're just gonna blame everything on me. Your mental breakdown, your emotional instability. Norman, you were always unstable. You're just stronger now. Look, those were the early days. You didn't know how to control me. Alright? Now, I think we're getting used to it. Okay, yeah. I get that. But why kidnap Wilson? Do you think he knows? Who? Wilson. Do you think he knows that we're one and the same? We are not one and the same. Alright? You're just a side effect, a byproduct of my mental breakdown. But I brought it on myself. I can't be in complete control, and neither can you. We work in perfect harmony. Besides, Spider-Man was also a source of my shortcomings in the past. But I suppose we can't hate Spider-Man, not completely. You used his blood to create me. He's practically family. Do you suppose Spider-Man does this too? Does what? This. Talk to himself. To a mirror image that's not even there. I like to think so. I like to think everyone does. A toast to new beginnings.
don't believe it. Mr. Osborn hasn't changed at all. He still cares about number one, him. He doesn't care who he hurts or kills to get his way. Kingsley's the hobgoblin. He kidnapped and almost killed my best friend. He even murdered a police officer. But as much as I hate him for all that he's done, I can't just stand there and let a man die. I'll let the justice system handle that, just like everyone else I helped put away. You know what? I'll admit it. I'm a bit overwhelmed by all this. I didn't know about Mr. Osborn. Hell, I didn't even know about Mr. Foswell, and I watched the Kingpin murder him on tape. I need to do some research. Find out exactly what the hell's going on. Sick and tired of the bad guys having the upper hand all the time. Sorry, Gwen. I'm gonna have to cancel our study date. I'm swamped with work.
It's fine. I can survive Professor Warren's exam without you. I just wish he'd stop giving me those weird looks all the time.
Weird looks? Wow, that's kind of creepy. He may be just attracted to you. I mean, I don't necessarily blame him at all, but he has a position and he needs to respect it.
You would know. I get lost in those hazel eyes of yours.
Wow, you can't see me right now, but I am blushing. And don't worry about Professor Warren, alright? If he tries anything, I'll beat him up for you.
My hero.
I really can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Be safe, okay? Bye.
Okay. Bye.
It looks like we have a lot of comp activity in Sector 5. It's probably just gang violence. Something just appeared in Sector 2. Might be a stealth system. Our visual sensors can't pick it up. We need visual confirmation from you guys outside. Move, move, move! Plan B. We'll provide moving ground support. Get out of here now.
Fisk, where's that backup I was promised? Fisk, come in, Fisk! I am the backup. No. That son of a bitch sold me out. What do you expect? You pissed off too many people, Kingsley. What did you just call me? No, please, no, I'm not Kingsley. I'm sick! Tired of your lies! I have no quarrel with you. Astrotech and Oscorp are together. This fight is pointless. I'll keep the crystals for myself. Fine. But this little war between me and you, it's over. As long as you still draw breath on this earth, it's not over. Okay, enough. Alright. I want the both of you to count to 10, then one at a time, tell me what your problem is with the other person. And then we can end this whole thing. Ow!
Take down the Hobgoblin. He's a hostile threat. Take him down, now! The goblins are now attacking Spider-Man. I'm gonna give him a little help. I have visual confirmation on the goblins.
Your choice, Spider-Man. Fight me or save the aircraft from the Hobgoblin. Oh God, don't make me choose. I choose aircraft. What the sword? Wilson, come in, Wilson. We have a problem. Go to plan B. Howdy, room for two?
Spider-Man, what are you doing here?
Well, I originally came here to try to save the Hobgoblin's life, but since he tried to cut my arm off, it's obvious he doesn't want my help anymore. So I'm gonna help you now.
I could try changing my direction so you're facing him, but it's hard to turn around at these speeds. And a head-on collision with him is possible, and if we crash into each other, we could all die.
Okay then, just fly up as high as you can.
Why?
His glider can't handle high altitudes, it just stalls out.
Okay then, but what about you?
Don't worry, I'll be with you the whole time. Just try not to fly to the moon, alright? I can't handle outer space.
His glider is stalling.
Spider-Sense! Ah! Can you still hear me?
Just barely.
When I say now, you're gonna jump out. I'm gonna try to land this thing.
What about you?
Don't worry about me. Now! Can I just say one thing, please, before you kill me? I should have stuck to wrestling. I have no idea what the hell that meant, but in a couple of seconds, it won't matter. You won't matter. Come on! Fire, damn it! Come on! Did you really think you can harness the power of those crystals into one itty-bitty little gun? Really? Whoever designed that thing was crazy. And they got you. No, stay back. Get away from me. What are you afraid of? I'm not capable of doing what the Green Goblin was gonna do to you. So, you're welcome. Officer Goodman, everything seems to be under control here. Yes, everything's under control. No casualties? Spider-Man pulled everyone out of the bus. He even lifted some of the overturned cars to rescue those trapped inside. He left before some of the paramedics arrived. I also heard Spider-Man was bleeding pretty bad. If there's any casualties, then it might be him. So this is the Hobgoblin, right? The one that killed Anthony?
Yes. Officer Landon, he was a good cop.
Oh, okay then.
Martin, what the hell are you doing?
This bastard killed my best friend. For no reason. He was just sitting in his police car, and he just blew it up.
Alright then, shoot him if it helps. But guess what? It won't. You would have shot an unarmed man, lost your badge, your reputation, and go to jail. And there will be no real justice. The courts will deal with Roderick Kingsley. They don't need to deal with you. You're just angry right now. So just put the gun down, Martin. No, Simpson. You're still wearing this mask. What? No. Can't be right. It's Ned Leeds, field reporter for the Daily Bugle. This can't be right. Spider-Man said it was Roderick Kingsley. How could it be Ned Leeds? That means Kingsley's still in danger. Now we have officers that are in danger.
Our cover has been compromised. Repeat, our cover has been compromised. Move in on the Kingsley residence. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Officers! Officers!
They're not responding. We need to get to the Kingsley residence now. You alright? Yeah, we were attacked by something. Did Kingsley make it home yet? We have to get him out now.
Dear Mr. Kingsley, I cannot express the joy I have at the fact that this little dispute between our two companies has ended. After all you have done to me during our little dispute, you would think I would be out for blood, that I would keep this little war going. But no. I'm gonna be the bigger man here and leave you a little gift instead, to show you that there are no hard feelings. P.S. The sword was a dead giveaway. It wasn't you fighting the Green Goblin. You only used technology developed by Astrotech and Oscorp. We would never make swords. I don't know who you suckered into that costume of yours, but it's another life you destroyed. Goodbye, Hobgoblin. Sincerely, Norman Osborn.
Come on, Harry, pick up. Come on, Harry, pick up.